I would like to introduce to you today 3 ways to discharge shock from your nervous system. We humans live in a society where we are under constant stress, and well, we basically don't even know anymore how to release the stress, how to complete a stress cycle. Animals still have an innate way to release their stress. Dogs, for example, you can see that really clearly. Like if a dog has acute stress, he like really shakes like crazy and then just walks off like nothing happens. So he released the stress. And we humans, we don't know how to release our stress anymore. We have so many daily stresses, like from little to big, that we pile on top of each other, and all this stress is stored in our body. So to get rid of the stress in our body, it's really important to complete the stress cycle. How do you do this? Well, basically, to complete your stress cycle, you should let yourself fight or, flight. So there are 3 ways that you can release your stress. 1 is by beating up a pillow. 2 is by doing a no kicking. And 3 is by going wild. These practices that I will show you in a minute are there to train your body to open up and to let go of stress. And when you do these practices, you might find that there is a moment that you're like wanting to give up, or like say, oh, it's just stupid, I shouted enough, or like, oh my god, what is the neighbor gonna think? It's really important to go through that wall of where you're actually wanting to stop. So you go beyond that barrier of where you want to stop, to break that, and that's the moment where you can really set yourself free and complete the stress cycle. Another thing to keep in mind is that it's important to practice a couple of times. Like the first time you do it, you might not go through that breaking point because, it's just scary to do something weird like that. Last thing to keep in mind is that it's very important to breathe deeply and also to sound. So don't think about the neighbors, or if you're afraid about the neighbors, put a pillow in your face and scream in the pillow. But sounding and deep breathing really helps to let all the stress that's stuck in your body to come out and to complete this cycle of stress so you can really set yourself free. So the first one is pillow beating. So you're gonna try and find a space in your house, maybe on top of your bed, and you pile a couple of pillows on top of each other. It's very important that you interlace your fingers and that you raise your hands above your head when you are going to beat the pillow. I'm gonna show you in a minute. When you do the pillow beating, it's really important that you set yourself free. So allow yourself to scream, allow yourself to breathe, allow yourself to make sounds. If you feel like crying while you're beating, cry. Let your body move the way it wants to move. And when you feel the moment that you want to give up, that you feel like it's enough, go through that barrier, push yourself through it and beat some more. Really allow your body to complete the stress cycle. I will show you a short demo now of how it looks like when you're doing pillow beating. The second way to discharge stress and shock from your nervous system is by kicking and saying no. With this practice, you're gonna lay on your back, make sure that you have space to kick with your legs, and I think it's good to lay on your bed so you have like space, that you're safe. So you're laying on your bed and you pull your knees towards your chest, and then you're gonna shout with all your strength and all your anger or sadness or whatever emotion that it is that you want to release, and you're gonna kick your legs very forcefully and shout no. I'm gonna also demo this for you. No! 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 The no kicking practice is really good for if you want to release sexual trauma or if you couldn't defend yourself. So the no kicking will really create a completion of the stress cycle in this area. The third way for discharging shock from your nervous system and releasing a stress cycle is going wild. And then basically you do whatever you want, like you scream, you shake, you kick, you bounce, you beat the pillows, whatever it is that you want to do, you do that. Just make sure that you're in a safe space and that you cannot kick anything or like, you know, we don't want you to get hurt. But basically going wild allows you to really let go of whatever it is that you want to release from your body. And going wild is really good for when you feel numb in your body or when you feel stuck. It's like really releasing and giving space again. Here's the demo for going wild. After you have practiced with either one of these ways, or maybe you practice with all three ways to discharge stress and shock from your nervous system. So I always make sure that after the practice I'm sitting down or I'm laying down and I take 5 minutes of my time to really integrate what's happening. And I take deep full breaths in through my nose, out from my mouth, all the way to my belly, and I bring my hands onto my belly so I can integrate the new space that I've just created in my body by releasing all this stress.